Hello, I'm Maite Sandrin, and I want to make this video to talk about the neonatal intensive care unit at Spartanburg Regional Hospital. I'm a physician there. I'm an adult doctor, and I am also a neonatal intensive care unit mom, and my knowledge from the NICU comes very much from being a mother of two babies that had to stay in the NICU. As a physician in medical school, of course, I passed by briefly. I was interested in adult medicine, and so I learned a little bit about it, but not enough to really say a whole lot about it. But as a mother, I learned a lot. And what I learned the most is optimism. The staff in the neonatal intensive care unit is extremely optimistic. Always kind, always caring, but mostly optimistic, which is something that is not always seen in medicine. As doctors, we're trained to foresee the things that can happen, and it's not always easy to focus on the positive. And when a baby is born under very bad circumstances, staying positive is very important. In my case, I had my second child, was born premature and stayed in the neonatal intensive care unit for 24 days. This is a picture that a nurse took for me. And one of the things that I learned was that pictures are encouraged. You know, the videos are encouraged. Is not in a lot of cases of medicine that you want the patient to take out pictures of every little thing. But when a baby is born, that's the first thing that everybody wants to do is take pictures. But when a baby is born under difficult circumstances, sometimes you're scared to take pictures. But the nurses there said, yes, take pictures, take videos, take many, many pictures and videos. And that's so important. And I'm glad that they did that. They told me that and that I did it. The other thing is the touching and the holding these very weak, tiny babies. My baby Mauricio was born at 28 weeks. He weighed only 1 pound 12 ounces. At 24 weeks, I had a 20% placenta abruption, and so he didn't get all the nutrients that he needed for the 4 weeks prior to him being born. So he had a very huge disadvantage already, in addition to being a preemie. As well, he ended up having heart defects and digestion problems. And after 24 days in the neonatal intensive care unit, he died. And I was there during his last moments, and those were very tough moments. And dealing with his death afterwards was very difficult. It was very unexpected. I did not expect to have a difficult pregnancy, and much less have a baby die in infancy in the neonatal intensive care unit without me being even able to take him home. I had one prior pregnancy that was perfect. His older brother, Marcus, was a super easy pregnancy and everything went perfect. So this was very unexpected. Of course, always questioned what I did wrong, if there was a problem with me, and you know, there wasn't, but it's normal to have those feelings and those questions. Everyone has them, and I was there dealing with those thoughts and the heartache at the same time. But everyone that I encountered in the neonatal intensive care unit was wonderful, compassionate, thoughtful, always answered my questions, and very optimistic, always looking at the positive. And of course, when the baby dies, that is the ultimate thing that no one wants to happen, and very difficult to make something positive out of that. But I had the pictures, I had the videos, I had the moments where I held him, where I caressed him. And in this picture, my favorite picture of all time, we are locking eyes, and he is touching me and I am caressing him, and he is actually smiling. That is a smile. That is a smile. I saw him cry and I saw him frown. And here he is lighting up with joy. And that's why I amplified the picture and made it into this huge picture that I actually hang on my wall, but is now hanging here on this chair so I can make this amateur video. You know, I actually didn't even know I had this picture. A nurse took this picture for me and with my camera, and it was stored in there. And of course, after the baby died, I didn't really pay too much attention to all the pictures that I had. But 2 years later, during the anniversary of when he was born, I was looking through the pictures and I encountered this one and I said, my goodness, he's looking at me and he's smiling. And I was so grateful to have this picture. Here it is, the wonderful picture that a fantastic nurse took for me. Because I had my camera, because the nurses told me take pictures, take videos. You will not regret it. You will, in fact, be very happy about it, and I am, and I truly am. So this was my second baby. I had a third baby who was also in the neonatal intensive care unit, and I'm going to make a separate video about that one. I can say so much about this. But they told me to make the video short, and so this is my third try in trying to make it short. I also have to thank Dr. Wood, Brian Wood. He hand makes boxes for the babies who don't make it, and he made this box for me, and I still have the wonderful things that Mauricio wore on his last day. His little hat, his little clothes, and some other mementos that I have. They're very, very precious to me. So I'll always cherish it, and I'm so, so happy that Mauricio stayed where he stayed. And I have to mention that Praise and Pray was founded the same year that I had my Mauricio. The Taylors, they had a baby, Elena Taylor, that same year, and they dealt with their loss in a different way than I did, and it affected me also, and I will share that in my second video. And I hope I didn't make this video too long, but I am very grateful, and I have a lot of wonderful things to say. And Mauricio still lives with me in my heart, and I have a special box for him, and this precious box from Dr. Wood. And that's all I'm going to say for now, and I'm going to say more in my second video about my third boy who also spent time in the neonatal intensive care unit. Thank you.